And so what we did is that we tested a whole bunch of. We'll start with our game, which is a complete merguez. Sorry, I don't know how to say that in English. You'll see. It's not as good. The one we did in our team, we had a team of 5 people partaking in Ludum Dare 50 with teauorent, myself, and 3 other friends. I'm sorry, 3 other
Friends. What? A colleague, a worker, a slave, not slave in the team tutu, but perhaps one day, you know.
Actual friends. We had
actual friends. Yeah.
No, we had a great time, but our game is not that great. But after that, we'll show you a bunch of games that are really good. And we're here today for a bunch of hours, I'm not sure. Feel free to add questions and communicate and interact in the chat, and because this is a live stream, that's how it works, right? Because teauorent does way more streaming than me.
You're sure this is alive? I'm not sure, because it's not a YouTube video. I'm trapped.
Anything can happen. But yeah, so that's the topic today. We'll show you some games that were made in 72 hours, because this is what Ludum Dare is. It's a game jam. Yes.
Do you know this game jam exceptionally? There are new concept for make a jam in 3 weeks. But yeah, I let you the mic.
There are variations, but all in all, for most of it's live, because this is that was Ludum Dare 50 2 weekends ago, so there's been like 49 or more before. Go on the wiki page, whatever. And the basic concept is make a game from scratch in like 3 days. So that for us in Europe, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Did I forget anything? I think that's about it, right? It's good for now.
I think everything is good, and your accent is good, and you are such good. When you are ready, because it's your idea to present our game, I let you present our game. But before that, what is the game name? I'm not sure.
The way we called it. Wait, I gotta use
I'm
my
not
other
sure.
computer. It is Cat-aclysme.
Cat-aclysme. Okay.
It's well named because it was a challenge and a half. Let me tell you that we did learn a lot with that. But our game is called Cat-aclysme. So I'm gonna change my share screen thingy to show you all that. So let's go. So I click on this button, and then
you
I
break
click
everything.
What? Share your screen. And now I can't share my screen anymore. This is amazing.
Yeah,
Okay,
perfect. You know, we are professional.
We are live.
Don't do this in your own.
No.
It's a risky action.
It's a different fucking window. Okay. General. Yeah, that's the one I want. Partager. Masquer.
Yeah.
Attends. Oh mon dieu. Okay, so I oh my god, it's there. The pop-up was hidden. You can do it. You can do it. Oh my god.
I believe in you.
Normally, I'm sharing the window right now. Hopefully, I should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, there should be. You use the good word. I'm agree with you. But perhaps our IT is not ready. But you didn't see nothing.
I got like a little bossa nova module for these situations. And it's gonna be somewhere in there. I think there's still the green screen maybe there on your thing, but I'll let you. Doop. And then we go here. And then from there we'll be able to access, it's right there. And hopefully there is sound, even though, I mean, you'll see. You'll see. But this is definitely the game we're going to show you that we made in a team of 5 people in 72 hours. One challenge we had is that we had a team of 4 people in France, and there was 1 more person in our team in Germany, so we had to synchronize. We did the whole jam in English, in terms of the language that we spoke all together. So I'm quite happy with that, because it's something I had been wanting. I tried that before, and it was challenging because actually everyone reverted back to French. And this time we really stuck with English for the whole jam for our German colleague. And you may have to flip the screen. I'm wondering.
I have the sharing now, and perhaps we didn't do make sufficient. Needly more.
We-
We need more dust for the game next iteration, but it's working.
What,
But
what,
it's
what
a
we're doing
success.
here concretely is that we're applying the very idea, the very soul of game jams to streaming. AKA, you try things and you test things and it works or it doesn't quite work, etc. You know, but it's a process, and I like processes. Don't hesitate. Hello in the chat. Some people have joined us. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. You can ask us, and we'll try to reply live. And yeah, what else can we say about this game jam? I was really quite excited because this is the second game jam in which I personally partake this year. That was the Ludum Dare 50, and before that, I took part in the Global Game Jam at the end of January in a team of only 2 people, plus one sound designer who did the sounds, and it went really well. So I was really riding on that tail of enthusiasm after that Global Game Jam, you know, for all the organization and stuff for this Ludum Dare, and as it turns out, it was a learning experience. Are you trying to flip the screen horizontally, or we forget about that?
Yeah. We did that
Because for this game we don't care much, but for other games there'll be some stuff that are written, and so that would be handy.
Yeah. It's good. You have some things to fix. And now
Makes sense. Yes.
it's perfect.
All right, chat. Are you guys ready to discover our incredible game we did in team of 5 for this Ludum Dare 50? Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. Okay, F11. This is what came out. Oh.
Ooh.
Do you have the sound, Greg?
No, I didn't have any sound.
No sound.
No sound.
That's a shame.
If that's a shame, I agree with you.
Actually, it sort of works because I didn't get back to the game after the jam because I was like, but some things were implemented. I'm actually quite surprised, pleasantly surprised. This is what we have. No, it's true. What would you say? What would you say?
What do I say? In terms of feature, we have some feature we want to implement, but in terms of how can I say that? You know, the door is not in the doorstep, and I. Do you see any problem with this screen?
It's a shame you don't have the sounds because I did some of the voice acting.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, Greg, you were the one saying shh. That's in the game. There's like a sound effect and it goes shh. And I thought you were trying to tell me shut the fuck up, yeah, which you can.
It's my sound.
The sound
Perfect.
the sharing.
Mm.
The fact we don't have the sound is a bit of a shame. We gotta figure that out.
We didn't have music. You have music or not?
No, but do you hear the sound effects from the game or not?
No.
Chat?
No,
Do you hear
no.
the game sound effects? Oh, that's a shame. Because there's a few that were implemented, including some that I did myself with my mic and stuff. That was quite fun. Anyways, that's all there is to it.
Game over.
We used a brand new engine that no one had worked before, which is called Pixie.js, like JavaScript, which in itself is a good engine I heard, and which is really handy if you're trying to do things that work online. But we should have started to work on it and set up the CI/CD and Git and all that before the jam. For most of the people except for the devs, who worked really hard, we spent the whole jam waiting for things to be implemented so we can test shit. So it was a bit frustrating. But still, because I was a bit frustrating at the end of the jam, I didn't really go back and check the latest versions of the game. But we do have a few things that work, so that's something. But it's somewhat familiar. It's what you'd get usually at the end of a game jam, or it's your first, second, or third game jam, where you're still learning the ropes and stuff. But this is
Don't say something like that. In my package of games, which I want to suggest to you, there are some first or two game jam games. There are some iCarly and iPolly, and I have a lot of fun to play. I don't think it's. I don't think you. It's only a question of experiences when you to do some good game in game jam. I correct myself because it's not that. It's not because it's your first jam then that is your first game. If you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. No, you're right as well. No, but what I meant, what I was trying to say is more like, you can, if you in the chat, if you at some point want to partake in a game jam, and we are going to show you some really great games in the rest of the stream, we actually are, you can expect for it to, you can still keep the window as it was, because I'm going to show a bit of behind the scenes for our process.
No problem.
You can expect it to go not as well as you hope, because you're learning the ropes, and then you make some mistakes and some things don't go as planned, and that's also the point of a game jam, that you're going to learn from that. But what I was trying to say is that it's I didn't expect for it to be that unfinished in the end, because I've done other game jams and I feel like we fell into some of the how is it called, the pitfalls of that you fall into when you're starting to partake in game jams. But then again, as I mentioned, it taught me a lot of things, and it showed us a lot of things that all together as a team, and also as a team of two producers, aka project managers, aka teauorent and myself, we need to do better, aka
us.
Tomato and aubergine, that we need to do better in advance to prepare the jam. And because we're going to be working on it together as two, and we have until September, I'm quite excited. And it took this experience for us to realize this and this and this and this and that we can do better for us, for the team, so we all have a better time at the end. What we can show you is the voting documents for the name of the cat, for the name of the game. Name of the cat was my suggestion. So we wound up just going with Cat-aclysme. It's a little board that I set up that I can just copy and paste, that I quite like because it's handy. It shows colors and stuff. Look at that. And now it's called nothing because, but yeah. So there's that. So it's a little document we set up that I copy paste because it works well. What else? We have the game design document. Show a bit behind the scenes.
Just Roger, I'm not sure if it's in winning at your side, but we lost your camera earlier. And
yeah, but I don't know if I can do both. Okay, I can try both camera thingy. Try this. Now there's both potentially, if that works.
It's okay. We see in the tiny screen, tiny images, and I do some magic.
Hey.
Just
there's me with the green screen. Hey. So behind the scenes, this is what our game design document looked like. I think the first slide stayed because there was an intention of adding a cover, but we didn't have time for that. Then there is the character, so it's more of a god game, as you could as you could see, aka you're just a non-visible character who can click on things. Technically, most of the click and play games are god games, because you can do things, you can click on things. It's just how they're called. Correct us if we're wrong in the comments. Don't hesitate. Control is point and click, as you can see. Camera, side view or top down. So we did go for side view because that was handier. In terms of references, these are the ones we found, and as you can tell, I was quite interested in trying to get some influence from the Zelda games, because if we use tiles, that can make it easier for us to move to move things around. Like, okay, how to say, when you're making the game, you put elements in different positions. But then you try them and you're like, oh, actually it would be better if the window is on the right, and then you can move them around. And I thought doing it with tiles like a Zelda game would make our lives easier, but we didn't need that in the end. And as you can tell, those were clearly our influences in terms of camera angle and stuff. That was a mock-up that our game designer did for us. Yeah, he was obsessed with that death robot, and for the whole jam I was like, but I didn't say it out loud. We don't have the death robot in the end because we didn't manage our time so well as a team as it turns out, but yeah, I wanted to get back on that death robot. Because I was like, why? So yeah, that was our mock-up, as in here, which is a thing we do, which is just an image, but to show everyone in the team, this is the direction we are taking, that this is our intention and all that. So there's that. Then we have game design, some of the mechanics, so the cat can fake out every item. Items can create other objects. Ooh. Oh yeah, not create, but interact with. And the environment changes. That's how it goes in English. And the IA, there is some French in there. I did not even look at the game design document. There's some IA for the cat in terms of pathfinding, like where the cat goes. What else? Then we have, some little tiles, little pieces of programming to help the programmers, like as in, these are maybe the different functions you could go and use. The list of graphic assets, that's very handy. We had that, like a toaster that's in the game. Vase didn't make it. Window that made it. Death robot once again. Motherfucking death robot. Sound design. Did do some sound design. There were some cat sounds I did with my microphone.
But just read the dying cat sound.
Yeah, the ronron.
We didn't have a bird effect, decapitate effect, or electrocuted effect.
I think I may have forgotten to do the... no, I did do chomp sounds. I think I was... because I was the sound designer and music creator for this jam, because I wanted to get back to using Fruity Loops, which is a software I love. In the end, I found out that it's not my thing, but I at least I tried, And the music, I just did one music for the soundtrack, which was the intro to this episode. So, and I'm quite happy with it. It's very simple. It's very no effects, because I was a bit annoyed with how the jam was going, but still, I think it fits the soul, the character, the vibe of the game. Game design events. So, I open up. So much. You do the reading for this page. You go ahead. Do it.
Okay. Game design event. Well, we have some toaster bell et tapis. I like that. Tapis
W.
Tapis W.
Very specific.
Yeah. What is a tapis W, stranger? Perhaps my English is not very well, but not so good.
Just for the record, because there's lots of details. This is what the game, a pretty good game document that you have at the end of a game jam may look like. Like, honestly, that's what you get there. Because there's lots of details, there's lots of things that are, and we'll show you all the game design documents that other teams made. But for the record, like, subtitles, this is a pretty good design document for a game jam.
I think it's too complex document for a game jam. Not too complex, too detailed, not too detailed, not too empty.
Yeah. Like there's lots of it's quite important during a game jam, if you can, to keep the document quite concise and maybe add more pictures. We've had an example of an incredible game design document for another game jam. I don't know if we may want to show it. If the game designer with a name that starts with an R shows up in the chat and says yes, you can show it, then maybe we will. But otherwise, but yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I said you talk. I gotta stop interrupting you.
No problem. I think there are some fun and cool idea with that, but I think our two main mistake on this project. It has to talk too much about what the game could be, and not too much about, not talk too much about what the game it's currently being. Because we didn't set we went to like you see earlier, the project is to make arcade or flash game like in the earlier 2010 I think. 2010.
Yeah, around 2000 to 2010. That's definitely the direction we chose for our game. That sort of vibe and culture. Yeah, absolutely.
But like you see in this document, we didn't set with details the time we want. I think there is something. I'm not sure. But do you just want me to read it or? Because
it's up to you. Do something with this page. There is too much written. I can't be bothered.
I think there is some cool idea and featuring on the inspiration of any of multi-element. Yeah, like the last, which is you know.
There's lots of little details and good ideas that are actually really cool. Like a poster of a T-Rex that can approach, and the T-Rex eats the cat, and like imagine a head of the T-Rex coming out the poster that you would have had to draw and do the animation for teauorent, because that was your position in that game jam. But as you mentioned, it's a bit, we're in a situation where you have the game design document and anything game design, which is like, this is what we would like it to look like in the perfect world, and then you have the current state of things. But then again here, this is because of how things turned out, because we had a process that didn't work well in this respect. Unfortunately, that's like, I would argue, a team responsibility. And again, that jam was a learning experience. So because we couldn't see exactly where we were at, aka we didn't have a build of a game we could test and interact with that has all the elements that were ready for the game, it was very hard to know where we were at and to do that subsequent work of taking the game design document and adapting it to A, where we are right now, and B, where we could see ourselves going with that game in the next 4 or 5 hours. So that whole process was broken for us, unfortunately, and that's also you can see what happens sort of with the game design document. It's how do you say, like if you're coughing and your nose is running, those are symptoms of that sort of shortcoming.
This is COVID, I think, but you're coughing. Now it's
definitely just a flu. Definitely just a flu. Just a grippette.
You know, you have to delay the inevitable.
Delay the inevitable was the theme for this Ludum Dare. So this is how we came up. We'll show you afterwards. I should have shown you before, but we'll show you afterwards a bit our brainstorming process. What we had to start with our team is delay the inevitable, and then come up with a topic, a project of a game that is related to that. And here, the inevitable was the cat is going to try and succeed to kill itself. And then you have to try and, as you could maybe see when I was testing the game, you click on the elements that the cat is interacting with it, and that element is going to try to kill him, like maybe the rug or the door or the toaster. And if you interact with it, the cat can't kill itself, therefore you have delayed the inevitable.
But I think we present our project sufficiently enough because we want to share with you some best game, and we didn't export this game, and it's not the best, it's not a game, it's our, and I think we are a little proud of many details and things about that, but
okay.
don't write your password because you currently in the
Yeah, I know. I'll get back. I have to stop streaming.
It's okay. It's okay like that. I stopped the.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to show us your brew card, because I have some problems with
you can show it my screen again. My body is ready.
And your mirror too.
Absolutely, exactly. And
but Stranger, what is Miro?
Miro is a tool that is amazing for brainstorming and any sort of visualization of things, like with post-it notes and many other things. But it can get confusing because it's a very diverse. There's lots of tools and it's easy to get lost in there. And two, personally, I'd say that their financial and economic strategy is way too aggressive. Because you have like three free boards as part of the free plan. And then as soon as somebody else tags you on a board, like you can't access your shit anymore, you can't edit it, and they're all like, hey, how about now you pay 150 euros to have access to your boards again, sucker. I don't like that. But it's a great tool. So that's that. I am Mr. Salty today. So here we used Miro first for some sort of pre-jam, aka meeting the team before the jam, and then share a bunch of pointers like, okay guys, we need to make sure that we all agree that we're all going to speak English. And it's like, what else? The way we organize ourselves, we're going to use Discord and Trello and Google Drive. So that was the pre-jam that didn't happen. But those are the pointers I had prepared.
You are too salty, you know. You are more salty than the sea, please. Process it.
That's just the beginning. First message in the chat. Wait, what?
Yeah.
It says we have a message in. Oh yeah, test my game, please. Chill. Liclau. But thanks for partaking. We're doing our thing now. Maybe we'll test your game later, but chill. Okay? Thanks for being with us. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Same for the rest of the chat. We are here for you. And so
before, do you know any process of your game? Of your jam, because of your game of jam. Now, how what's your jam? How will be? Oh, I'm currently bugged with my sentences, but how your jam was be? I think.
How was your jam? How did your jam go? If you took part in the Ludum Dare as well, Liclau,
he took part. He sent us a Ludum Dare link.
Yes, you're right. That was the right reaction. Mine was a bit too aggressive again. But yeah, we are very curious about your jam, and do tell us more about how it went for you. Because yeah, so we can, like, same. You can see how it went for us, but I'm really, really curious as to what tools you use. How big was your team? Tell us in the chat. Anyway. We used Miro for brainstorming, aka we have the main theme from the Ludum Dare 15, which was the same for Liclau and all the rest of everyone. Like, we're talking about thousands of people who took part in that event at the same time around the world. The theme was Delay the Inevitable, as you can see, it's right there. And then we had some ideas, so I was like, let's show my ideas.
Yeah. Let's do the problem. Yeah.
Can I show one of my ideas that we wound up not taking?
Go.
That's one I'm really proud of. My idea was that Putin is dying from anus cancer, which is very specific, and so the more suffering you cause around you because you're playing as Putin, the slower your cancer grows. So the inevitable is that Putin dies, but we didn't go for that idea. But still, I'm very proud of it. Anyway, and so we wound up then voting and stuff, and we took that idea with. This was our pitch for our game, for our team. You want to save the life of your suicidal cat. He has 9 lives, but has very creative ideas for ways of dying. And that's what I think it may have been our game designer's idea.
No.
Yes.
It's mine.
What? It was yours?
It's mine. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm proud of us, but
I don't remember
perhaps because I'm a total fraud about doing this. If you see our first process of ID, the first the first step of our process, we just during 10 minutes we write some ID, and after that we vote for that ID. But if you just go up in the first part of your go on my side.
Oh yeah.
There is no ID like that.
your brainstorm approach is like special. It's special.
It's special. Yeah.
We took your idea, it worked.
Yeah, but the idea is not right here. And for that, I'm a fraud. I mean, in France, we would call the kind of population that Greg is part of escroc. Yeah.
But then again, he's from Marseille, so...
Oh, come on.
No matter what, in my opinion, regardless of your approach, and it's very important that you have diversity in your
Because
team
you
and in
you
your
show
life.
you show the mirror. Now, after that game jam, do you think the idea with the team picking is the best idea or not?
Oh, that we should use Miro as a tool for theme picking?
No. We the team about the cat is dying. The visceral cat. It's a good idea or not?
No, it's a bad idea. Why?
Yeah.
Because when you are brainstorming for a game jam, what you should aim for. Hello, Super
Hello!
Poussin. How are you?
Nice.
What you should pick as a theme for your game jam, for your team, is a theme. It's an idea that you can prototype, but like really rough prototype, but like just one little thing that's interactive in like. It's something you can do in 6 hours, regardless of whether your jam is lasting for 48 or 72 hours. If you can make it in 6 hours, then the theme is a good theme. If you can't, it's too complicated. Second thing, in my opinion, it should be something that is dev/mechanics/game engine based. Like for our jam, for the global game jam that was only 48 hours at the end of January this year, with a colleague of mine who's a friend who was also in our team this time, who's also called Yann, just like me. He has a different surname though, obviously. We picked a theme which was an idea which was like it's a one-button game with like a ball that just bounces around the corners and the elements in like a 2D space, and then when you click the screen, it turns into a wavelength that is not affected by gravity and that that keeps its speed. And it's very easy to prototype, and therefore we were able to have a really cool game that has quite a bunch of features that work, that is not really bugged at all, I think, that has some random generation, and that we made with a team of 2 people, one developer and one person doing other things like, which was me. And because our theme worked for this brief, which is make a game in 48 or 72 hours. So that's my long answer to your question. We have so much happening in the chat.
Yeah, because I love writing.
That's no worries, Super Poussin. Lurk all you want. I'm wondering who Super Poussin is, but we'll try and ask all your questions, and we'll do our best to answer. But we're very happy that you're joining us.
I'm not sure, but I think it's a French guy. But I'm not sure.
With a name.
Yeah. You know, I'm detective, a part-time detective sometime, and I do some forensic analysis. I think it's a French guy.
You need to get
French
one of those, like Sherlock Holmes hat and like a little pipe, and then it could be your Watson.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I do something and you do all the other thing to process it.
all the dirty work.
Yeah, yeah.
Say
like
the
that.
guy who's struggling with OBS. So I mean, come on.
No problem. And you're here now in the tiny jam because you are so pixely, and I can't. Non, pas du tout. Oh. Pourtant, ton accent Super Poussin me ferait le penser.
Yeah, but the thing is that my smile is so big and my smile is so bright.
Then your green skin is.
Even with all those pixels, it still looks great, so it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
I think we're good with the brainstorming because then we added more things. If anyone has this reference, you're my hero of the day. That's one of the references for our game.
I have it.
Yeah, but not you. Anybody else? Okay, and now I need to get out of the... Okay, what else can we show you? We can show you the Trello, because we love Trellos, Greg and me, obviously, because we do the...
No.
Yes, we do. No,
I took you, but no shot. No, not now.
Our Lord and Savior. This is the Trello we... What the fuck?
It's your invitation link and not the Trello.
You're gonna have to unshare my screen again.
It's
so
unsharing now. You can write you type your password.
We are so well prepared. It is scary. Poussin, sorry, I'm going to talk French for like about 30 seconds. Poussin, si tu galères parce qu'on parle anglais, fais-nous savoir dans le chat, on peut parler un peu français si tu veux, parce que t'es la seule personne qui nous parle, donc n'hésite pas.
Oh.
Poussin, ce message est pour toi. On peut aussi parler français si tu veux, ne serait-ce qu'un petit peu. Voilà. Back to
pire.
English.
If you have any problem, send our secret password, Bob l'éponge, and we switch languages. No? Is that our safe word? Yeah.
Our safe word. You can share my screen again. I am now actually ready. So,
Perfect.
Trello, like, I have yet to test Notion, but I can vow that Trello is awesome. For the longest time, even yourself, teauorent, you've been using Trello to organize your personal project and general life. You can't say it's shit. It's good. It's very good, I think. It has its shortcomings, but all in all, I find it's a very good program, Trello. And it's a shared cork board. Ooh. A shared to-do list. And it's basically vital during a game jam. Yeah, whiteboard of sorts, but a bit more organized than that. So we have sounds here, so we have the miaou de chat. I did that actually. Done. Soup. Hey! So here you have all the different tasks I had to do. Some of them have like checklists. So with the carpet, I needed the sound for the scratching of the cat, the num 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 of the carpet, and the shh that I heard, but you couldn't because my screen share is fucked. When you manage to deactivate the thingy so the cat doesn't die just yet. With the toaster we have the activate, sound lists, and I did all of them. And then the second sound, there was some redundancy there, but it made the trick. And then I just want to see the create document, placeholder, the placeholder, carpet, toaster, door, sound effects, voiceover. For some reason I can't find in my list. Wait, 3 out of 4. I can't find the list with like the soundtrack, but it was there somewhere at some point. Whatever.
I'm not sure.
Whatever. Really? Don't say that. Okay, F11, and then we go last. Oh no! Don't do this, Trello. Don't do it.
No! Not share this side of Trello. You know how Trello is just a good thing. There is no problem here. It's not the bug you ask. Oh, you ask for.
We have had some sans transition. We have had some. Okay, thanks, but your English is very clear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, he is a charmer, that Poussin. Okay, no problem. Is in English. Fantastic. Okay, then we have the thingy for the game design. Do a beautiful full GDD. Oh, one thing is that here you can add like labels, which is like, okay, for this task the deadline is Monday 3 p.m. and I like that kind of shit. That's my jam.
I think it's your game jam, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that too. Same. Yeah, I mean, there's not that many beautiful things to see in here because sometimes I put like, oh, dog, oh my god.
Yeah.
Sasha, this is how much I actually go and check what is up with this is Greg and Sasha. He added some little thingies that is so cool.
I have some total thing, but it's everything to review because we are reviewing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was the first try with the cat, and I mean it works, isn't it? And it's just 2 frames, and it does look like the cat is walking. So that's what a beta asset for an animation may look like doing a game jam. And it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
The only thing that triggered me on this animation, we see the eyes. I'm not sure why, but the eye is growing
What I say in terms of like constructive criticism, because that was the first time where you're like a graphics person for jam. You've had some graphic experience, but you did this jam. I did this jam to get back in touch with my sound making roots, and you made it to get into and see if you can grab some graphics roots. And so the point was to learn, full disclosure. But here I'd say that you made your own life harder. You could have reused some part of the first frame for your second frame. That's my point of view. And the theme for this jam, Poussin, yes, delayed inevitable. Exactly. Teamwork right there. So there's that, and then we'll see if there is something to see on the last board. Except do you want to say more things about your Trello board for
No,
the graphics.
no. In short, we didn't use it. In long, we didn't use it.
Anyway, sans transition. And then prod, upload person. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, it's not. 2 weeks after, we didn't have the.
teauorent, I don't want to do this anymore. Can we stop the stream right now?
We can't. I want to suggest one time for there is delays the salty stranger to talk about our project because it's not good for myself.
There is so much delay, the inevitable in the very process of this jam. My reaction is because this is one of my favorite pet peeves. When you use Trello, make sure that everyone has a little icon. And same with Jira. For those who know Jira, Poussin, have you ever worked with Jira? Same company, Atlassian. How to say? One of my pet peeves is in Trello or Jira, all the same. Upload a personal icon. Why? Because when you see a ticket, here I go there and bam, that's the icon of Yann. That means that Yann is doing it. It's just faster. Whereas if you're like, oh wait, JK, who could that be? It's time wasted.
But
time is money. Money is pizza. Pizza is power. Let's go. You know.
You know, for the jam, if you have a doubt about which icon is, you can always say it's Yann, because we have too many Yann in this jam.
We had a team of 5 people, including 3 people that were called Yann.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, I think, because Yanns are great people, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's other kind of documents we could show. I don't think we should share the post-mortem because it's a bit personal, but concept of post-mortem, it's like a retrospective, like we get together with all the people from the team after the game jam. We talked about what went well, what didn't go so well, to really share all the learnings that we had from that jam, and I think it's
not necessary. It's not needed, and it's not needed to share it, but it's needed to make it and to do it and to run with it.
You got me so worried there for a second.
Yeah, no. I love post-mortem. I love pre-mortem. I love mortem.
I'm obviously not going to show you that because this is a document with all the info from everyone, so everyone's name, surname, what they do, email,
CV card, gold deposit.
No. You can keep my sharing. I'm not gonna click it, and it's too small to read anything.
Don't click to it.
Same. If you partake in game jam, you need one of those, and you need everyone to have completed it by the start of the jam is the best. Otherwise, at the end, like, oh hey, wait, how do I add you on this and that? It's a headache. So just make it, just do it, and you'll thank me later. And then the schedule is a thing I'm obsessed with.
I think you want to share it.
Yeah, it's just to know what I put some little Easter eggs there in my row. It's just to know what anyone is up to at every half an hour, and it's handy so that you know who is not there in advance. So here, even though I gave up completing it pretty early,
first day,
after 5 hours the first day. But still, it said that I was answering my fans first of all, and who is not, and that one of our devs is not available on the second day, and the other one is not available during working hours on the last day. So that's, it's just handy and very subjective because I like those and I've taken the habit, but it can be useful, I think.
Yeah.
And I think beyond that, we are going to go through this fantastic Discord, Discord is like the hub for communication. So here we ask what sort of language we should use for this jam, and like many people said we should use SQL. Why the fuck did I suggest this? Very bad idea. Oh no, C#. Yeah, okay.
C#.
Should have done with that. And then on the second thingy, it could have really been SQL or TypeScript, which is, I think, anyway.
I'm not sure which languages we chose. 5?
We wound up going for 5 technically. I think,
with 1 vote, 5 takes the lead.
You try things. You can't win every battle. Lots of memes. I love memes. We all love memes. That's one of the things that strengthens
We are memes, yes.
Yeah, memes.
Stranger
Through the
are meme.
power of memes. Yeah. Oh yeah, the theme.
Voting.
It's
Poll.
not called voting. It's like slashing or slaughter, because there's all the themes, and you say the ones you like and the ones you don't. For anyone watching the chat who took part in voting for what theme is gonna be for everyone for the Ludum Dare 50, instead of delay the inevitable, with your votes, it could have been anime titties. That means that potentially 2 weekends ago, thousands of people across the world, I'm very serious by the way, could have been making a game that relates to anime titties. Kids, that's why voting is important. Okay? Okay.
Or more cats. Why? In which world a game jam team can be more cats? You know,
Cats. More
and
of them.
perhaps we more cats. Yes, more. Just cats can be good. No, more cats.
That's obviously one of the themes that I personally, that vibed me on a personal, deep level.
Do a jam about more cats.
More cats. I did all that. That means I went through. I won't say when I did that during the week and whether or not I was supposed to be at work, but I went through all of the 2,730 themes suggestions, and for each of them I said yes, it's good, or no, it's shit. And that was pretty harsh, but
we see it.
when you go. Maybe we could do that live one day, because when you go through so many themes, you get that automatic mode like nope, 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 nope. Oh wait, oh this one's okay actually. And there are like one of the things that Mr. Salty, hello. One of the things that came way too often is the end is the beginning as a theme for a game. What the fuck can you do with that as a theme? And this is an honest question. Anyone in the chat? If you had to partake in a game jam or hackathon or whatever, and the theme is the end is the beginning, what the fuck? I like. Anyway, what do you think about that, teauorent? Because
The end is the beginning. I'm not sure it's a bad thing, but you know, we see it earlier. You vote for animated ideas. You vote for that. We see the check, the mark.
It's original. It's funny.
Perhaps, but
for one of the other Ludum Dare, I swear to God, one of the theme suggestions was, you were expecting a theme, but it was me, Dio, and I was like, oh my God, make this a theme for the jam, please. Like imagine like thousands of games where like maybe 80% are like filled to the brim with references to JoJo. Who would not want that? So I don't have such an entourage, not such I don't have widespread
community
and a widespread network of influence yet. But for the 3 people watching us, more JoJo in our lives, please. JoJo for president. I don't care. JoJo for president, and then we could vote for Manu or Marine or Jojo, and then Jojo will be the president for many years, because by the end he'd been an emperor. I did sleep well last night. This is not due to sleep deprivation, side notes. That was me being very happy with the fact that we have a theme. That's how I express my enthusiasm. For example, anyone knows the reference? That was
don't
before.
click on this link, because it's DMCA content, and before
that was before the beginning of the jam. It was gonna happen over the weekend. If everyone knows the songs and the lyrics, you know.
And after that, the sound is not sharing, and if you want, you can do it, but it's do nothing.
I'm not gonna act a fool just yet. More songs. I hate this song. Side note: I really hate this song. It's had nothing to do with the context of the jam and thingy, but just like I don't like this song at all.
I think you dissipate too much, and I think we have anything. You have no more content to share with our project, because
behind the scenes and stuff.
If you want to go to dev channel, like you go it and just run the dev channel up.
Oh, that
up.
Yes.
Yeah. And the dog video, you can share it if you want. Yeah.
They were testing the technology and how do you work with images with that engine.
Yeah.
No, but in game design, this is cool, man. Like he made an asset list, which is somewhere. I can't find it, so that's a failure. Yep. There is this, which are the game loops, which is pretty cool. You know, he made game loops for us, so that's really nice. This is really good as well.
Did you fill it in the GD document? Yeah. Sorry.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
A mock-up for the main menu. This is very cool. This is very cool.
Yeah.
Actually cool.
Sport.
Another incredible. Yeah, but you said the name. Oh my god.
Catapult. And the video. It's richer.
True story. I had started a project that I may. It's likely I won't ever finish it, but I had started a song that I was doing in Fruity Loops at the end of it was like the start of my high school years. That was like a remix of the theme from this fucking Flash game. This is a true story. I love it. That's gonna be some cool things in GFX. Look at that.
Yeah.
Mock-ups for the carpet. Some game art.
Yeah.
Or concept
first
art
version of the cat.
Makes me think of the cat from like Kiki, the
little witch.
Yeah, man. It's pretty, with the bell. It's really cool.
It's witch servicing in English? I didn't.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't remember how it's called exactly. Okay, and then sound. That wouldn't be that much. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you can't hear my sound things, right? Can you? From my sharing screen. Can you hear?
Nothing.
Chat. Can you hear anything? Chat. No, okay.
I hear you.
Okay, I was gonna vibe to this song, but if I'm alone doing that, it's a bit shit. And then random, I don't think there'd be anything really. I mean, random is about memes, so. Profile picture, I gotta remember that one. I'm gonna open it in a new tab to remember later. Fantastic. I can't remember the context, but yep. Yeah, I think it was talking about something that was even more like way off the charts than Sasha, that is our game designer, way off the chart, or something that just wouldn't work, and I was like, no, please. And at some point, he was like, oh, wait a minute.
Stranger, if you know me well, I have a video of that.
Oh my god, you gotta share that someday.
Yeah,
random. I think that's about all we can show you for all the behind the scenes for our Ludon Dare group experience.